Hello and welcome to the 2021 Student Organization Training. We are very excited to work with you this year to successfully host virtual and physically distant programming. Because most of our correspondence will be virtual, support may look different than last year. We're excited for the opportunity to innovate and see what we can make happen.
The UCAE team is here to help you host safe and successful programs. Our team is here to provide an open line of communication, and because we are working virtually, we will ask that you set up appointments with us ahead of time. All organized interactions scheduled by your group will be considered events, and they will need to be registered on Duke Groups. This will include meetings, gatherings, rehearsals, workshops, and all programs.
There are many things to consider in your event decision-making process. 6 important things to consider in your decision-making process are space, people, location, area, time, and surfaces, or SPLATs.
Your organization will need to look at the risks associated with your event and attempt to mitigate those risks. On the risk continuum, an event can be anywhere from low to high risk. For example, getting takeout is a much lower risk than going to a restaurant and sitting down to eat. But what happens when your executive board of 5 people meet the next day? Will your decision impact them? As a member of the Duke community, think about the impact your actions may have on others when you make decisions.
Always remember that we can be reached for general and specific questions by emailing ucae@duke.edu.
Hosting virtual events can be fun and exciting, and in that process, it's important to protect your digital information. UCAE recommends using Zoom to host all digital meetings and programming, since heightened security features are already built in. When logging into Zoom, make sure you always use your Duke Net ID and only allow Duke authenticated users into your room. You may also consider requiring a password for each Zoom link or enabling the waiting room feature. As a host, you can add co-hosts and manage controls such as muting or removing participants, granting screen share permissions, and coordinating breakout rooms. For more information on Zoom tips, check out oyt.duke.edu.
We have some exciting news. This year we will be processing contracts digitally. That means we will no longer be accepting any dropped-off contracts in person via the UCAE suite. Make sure you familiarize yourself with ucae@duke.edu because this is the email address you'll want to send your complete contracts to. All completed contracts with the necessary signatures should be sent to ucae@duke.edu. This includes the contract cover sheet, the contract, the W-9, and the independent contractor checklist, which is the ICC. If there are any issues with your contract, it'll be sent back to you for review and edit. Please note that the contract processing doesn't begin until we receive all required materials and are able to check that the forms have been completed correctly. These forms and more information can be found via Duke Groups and at studentaffairs.duke.edu/UCAE/finance/forms.
In preparation for in-person events, each organization will be required to fulfill a new mandatory executive board position, the Student Event Management Officer. This position, as well as the president and treasurer, is required to become a student event contact. Upon completion of the training and passage of a quiz, each student event management officer will become certified via Duke Groups. SEMOs are responsible for staying in communication with advisors and administration about changes to policy and ensuring that organizations are in compliance. SEMOs are also able to complete all the requirements of a student event contact, but only SEMOs will receive the most up-to-date information from administration to share with their organizations.
Anyone in your organization can become a student event contact. We encourage you to have multiple members certified. Certification is based on student, not group, so each student event contact will only have to complete the requirements once. As a student event contact, you will be responsible for submitting the PostEvent Survey within 24 hours for all events registered on Duke Groups. Failure to submit this form within 48 hours of the event will result in termination of the ability to host any in-person events, including meetings, gatherings, workshops, and all other programs.
In addition to the post-event survey, each student event contact present for an event will need to ensure proper safety protocols are followed. These include attendees wearing a face covering, distancing 6 to 8 feet, performing proper hand washing procedures, and sanitizing all materials and surfaces used.
To submit the post-event survey, students will need both a detailed attendees list and the number of attendees. The easiest way to track who attended is by using the QR codes in Duke groups. To find your program's QR code, navigate to your organization's page in Duke Groups and select Events. On the right-hand side of the page, you will see the event's QR code. Just click on it and print. Display your event's QR code upon entrance to your event and have everyone scan and sign in. After the event, you will need to download the attendance sheet to submit to the post-event survey. Navigate to your organization's page, select Events, and then select Past Events. Find your event, select the menu option, then select Download Attendance. And this is what you will submit to the post-event survey.
The reservation process is going to look a little different this year as well. Each of the spaces that are available to students will be monitored more closely. When making room reservations, please work with the designated office to confirm your space reservation. Policies may vary, and some spaces may have stricter requirements. Your programs may need to pivot to accommodate space requirements. After your program, you will need to ensure that the space is neat, tidy, and clean.
As mentioned before, all organized interactions sponsored by your student organization will need to be registered via Duke Groups. This includes meetings, gatherings, workshops, rehearsals, and all programs and events. To register these, log into dukegroups.com and click on the Events tab at the top. You should now see a gray button that says Create Event. Simply click on this button and fill out the form as prompted. It's best to register your event at least 30 days in advance to ensure that there is adequate approval time. Registering with less than 30 days to your event will limit your access to funding until this form is approved.
All policies related to student organizations can be found in the Student Organization Field Guide. We wanted to take some time to highlight policies that have changed from last year related to a number of things, like having guests on campus, outdoor programs, travel and off-campus events, bake sales, and tabling. These policies have been created to promote safe programs on campus while keeping our community healthy. All current policies are guided by state, local, and Duke regulations. As regulations change over time, our policies will continue to be updated.
For all up-to-date information, please visit the UCAE website or email us at ucae@duke.edu. Please note that all policies may change throughout the year, and we will do everything we can to keep you updated. At this time, you've finished training. Please log into Duke Groups and complete the Student Organization Training and Event Management quiz in order to finalize your re-registration. Go Blue Devils!